Hello Africa, hello world, welcome to another VN News coming to you live from our studios here in Accra, Ghana. We are accessible on www.vnationtv.com. It's midweek already and we are gradually ending the week as the day progresses. My name is Kelvin FNK. Follow us on our various social media handles and let's get interactive. Subscribe to YouTube channel to get a repost of this news bulletin and every other program we have right here on VNTV, the powerhouse of entertainment. Coming up on today's bulletin, Ghanaian South African singer ADINA reveals she didn't write her hit songs. SHATTA WALE trolled over his unmarried status. Davido and Chioma star on the covered new Nollywood movie Forbidden Assurance. Domestic and sexual violence team reacts to FALZ'S sexual violence video. Nollywood producer calls out Angela Okori on Instagram saying she is a cut and nail actress. And coming up on the international front, Kylie Jenner overtakes Kim Kardashian to top Instagram reach list. And finally, coming up also, 3 arrested over Drake's In My Feeling Dance challenge. Details of all the stories and sports we have coming up on today's bulletin. Log on to our website www.vnationtv.com for more trending stories. We'll be right back with details after this short commercial break.
My country people, how on a day or Saturday don't reach for another bunga mock news on I know the way they do am. Federal government don't provoke follow people where they said codeine. Say everybody now from north. Now so that they drink up they swallow codeine. They know they put a miss again. Everybody now they drink up waka like the bottle.
You hear the song to say because say Buhari na friend now. You just come here. You marry her, no one apology.
One of our honorable they call Ahmed. Say yeah, you where they do face like cockroach. So you are welcome. I just pay you for this way you do. I like your Gorima Pasha. Yeah, Gorima Pasha not be your.
Even the guy where they back, whether na the DSS or na SS or na wanting, the guy confused. If he say the guy don't meant to, he call the spine. He call they do hair like this. He call the spine.
Mock news showing only on VNTV every Saturday at 14 GMT.
Right, you welcome back. This is VN News and we are coming to you from our studios there in Accra, Ghana. We are accessible on www.vnationtv.com. Follow us on our various social media handles and let's get interactive. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to get a repost of this news bulletin and every other program we have right on VNTV, the powerhouse of entertainment. It's either you're watching us live on Facebook or live from our TV channel, V Nation TV. Now let's move straight to our first story coming from Ghana, where we all know that not too long, Sarkodie tied the knot. Traditionally, as well as he did a white wedding over the weekend. Now it seems that the circle surrounding SHATTA WALE, Ghana Dancehall King, it seems that the hit artists surrounding him are already married. We know Stonebwoy tied a knot a couple of months ago, and now most recently Sarkodie. So fans have taken to social media to troll SHATTA WALE for not getting married, for his unmarried status. But we know that SHATTA WALE is one of those artists that flaunt his wealth and flaunt everything on social media. One thing is yet to flaunt right now is the fact that if he's really getting married or not. So fans have taken to social media to troll SHATTA WALE for not getting married yet. And you see in the picture you're seeing right now, someone has tagged the picture there, God why? So SHATTA WALE is asking God why, like he's left behind, he's left alone. Right now he's the only one that needs to tie the knot in the status of celebrity, the big hit artist here in Ghana. Now we're still talking about SHATTA WALE. He's just come up in the news not too long. For some time now, it's been reported that SHATTA WALE and Michi are having this banter. In as much as I did not bring that report here on VN News, I knew there was something fishy about that particular report. I knew these two just want to create a buzz, so I never reported that. But right now they've come out to clear the air. SHATTA WALE has revealed that his relationship with Michi is for life. So for those of you out there who have decided to say, okay, SHATTA WALE and Michi have broken up, they are not getting, closer anytime soon. Well, I think it's time to burst your bubbles. SHATTA WALE has said their relationship is for life. Mind you, they have a son together, and that alone is a strong bond. Now, according to SHATTA WALE, Michi is back home. Yeah, so she's back home, and she's going to be his first artist he's going to be producing. So he's going to be managing her, hopefully, in every way. So hopefully, we all know how the baby mama turns the the wife in the house for Saturday not too long. So maybe that might be the same thing for SHATTA WALE. So SHATTA WALE has come out to say that his relationship with Michi is for life. So for those of you thinking they're breaking up and they will never come together, rethink. Love is bigger than your opinion. Wish them the best. Now, still in Ghana, let's talk a bit about Ghanaian South African born singer ADINA, the girl with a sexy voice. You know, interestingly, I always liken ADINA to Chidinma of Nigeria. They have that same, you know, in as much as they have the same haircut and it always suits them, the style of song is quite similar. Now, ADINA has come out to reveal that most of her hit songs, she never wrote any. She did not write any of it by herself. Now, according to her, Kiddy, the young sensational artist, right? Kiddy and Kwame Eugene wrote some of her songs, as well as King Promise and EL. So ADINA has come out to reveal that most of her hit songs she did not write it herself, and she also listed the artists who have written songs for her so far, which includes Kwame Eugene, Kiddy, EL, and of course King Promise, the bald head guy who is doing so well in the music industry. So yes, that is to tell you that all the top hit songs you see or hear on radio or watch on TV, they are not necessarily written by the artists. So some people are gifted with writing and not singing, while some are gifted with singing, not writing. Others are also gifted with both singing and writing. And I think with this one, we all know now where ADINA stands. She is gifted with the singing, not with the writing, as much as she can still write, but her hit song so far is being written by someone else. Wish her all the best. Now, those are the major stories coming from Ghana. Log on to our website www.vinishimtv.com. You get more trending stories there. Let's move straight to Nigeria. Not too long, FALZ'S the Bad Guy released another video. This time around, he's not addressing the political system of Nigeria. He already addressed the political system in This Is Nigeria, which he copied, the guy from America. But now he's talked about domestic violence, yes, and sexual violence as well. So domestic and sexual violence team react to FALZ'S sexual violence video. They've commended him, which is the domestic and sexual violence response team, DSVRT, has commended FALZ'S the Bad Guy for his latest video, which enlightens the general public about the status of sexual violence and domestic violence in Nigeria. The domestic and sexual violence response team, DSVRT, has commended FALZ'S for addressing sexual molestation and violence in his latest music video. Now, this rapper cum actor released a video titled Child of the World. Now, that's the title of the latest video from FALZ'S, which is addressing sexual violence in Nigeria. During the weekend, the DSVRT took to its official Twitter page to acknowledge FALZ'S efforts of speaking up about real-life issues. Now, they wrote, "We would like to use this medium to appreciate FALZ'S for spreading the word on sexual abuse in the recently released video for his song Child of the World. Together we will tackle this maniac. Thank you for pointing survivors in the direction of help and justice." FALZ'S the Bad Guy. So yes, and I think this commendation should not just come from the DSVRT, it should also come from the general public. We all know that FALZ'S the Bad Guy, whenever he is releasing a song, is addressing one thing or the other, and it's always come up on point. So this time around, he's addressing sexual violence in real life, and I think everyone should watch that video and spread it and let it get more views on YouTube and every other platform. Away from music and away from that story, let's talk a bit about Nollywood and how our actresses, or better still, how our entertainers are faring. So Nollywood producer calls out Angela Okori on Instagram, saying she's a cat and nail actress. So it seems that there's been recent reports of how our female actress or a female actors in Nollywood are kind of misbehaving. Some of them are kind of misbehaving, not being professional. Not too long, an Edo-based Nollywood producer and a costumer took to her Instagram to blast Angela, saying that she's a cut and nail actress. Now, let me give you the meaning of cut and nail. Cut and nail means an artist who did not go through her script comes on set and just do show and pour, copy and paste. That means there is no life in the artist's performance on set. So yes, that is my own brief definition of cut and nail. Now, the reason for this producer taking Angela on social media is because she apparently happens to be on set and in a dome. Yeah, she was on set. And at the end of the day, she came on set late, her composure on the set did not go well. And when she was vacating a lodge, she never told the producer, the PM or the director, before leaving the production. She just left without informing anyone. Maybe they have an internal issue, but what we're hearing right now from the camp of the producer is the fact that she left the set without informing anyone. She gave up a very poor attitude on set. Her performance was a cut and nail performance. So that one is heading towards Angela. We wish her the best. We don't know how true this is. We're waiting to see her response. So yes, hopefully Angela will respond to this, because I know she's not a cut and paste actress. I mean, I've seen a couple of her films. I know they are not cut and nail. I've added a paste. Well, so it's cut and paste. Cut and paste is literally cut and nail. But I'm not judging. Let's see and hear from Angela. That is if he responds to this, you know, blasting from the Nollywood producer. Now, away from that story, let's talk a bit about Bobrisky. Have you seen Bobrisky, the real Bobrisky? Now, there's a Bobrisky and there's a Bobrisky. So yes, the Bobrisky went for an event, and apparently his real self showed up without filter, without Photoshop. So the real Bobrisky is what you're seeing right now. Now, if you take a clear look at that picture, you see some masculine features, which means the hair on the chest and all that women will usually have and all that. So well, you might see Bobrisky and feel like, oh, he's a Barbie. He doesn't have any female, you know, any male hair on him. Well, yeah, he has some. So those black spots you see on the picture right now, they are masculine hair. So that's the real Bobrisky without filter. Now, most of his posts on Instagram and his various social media are 99% filtered. But this one you're seeing right now, there is no filter. So that is the real Bobrisky you're seeing. Bobrisky is very, very masculine inside the sexy clothes he's wearing. But at the end of the day, he's just making us laugh with his entire put smile on the faces of millions around the world with his cross-dressing fashion and all that. And even some ladies are quite jealous. Bobrisky. Well, so that is the real Bobrisky. He has hair on his chest. It's not all feminine at his look, so we wish him the best. Away from that story, something exciting is still coming up, and that's the Mr. and Mrs. Assurance. So when we talk about assurance, you all know Assurance, Davido and Chioma, right? Yes. So Davido and Chioma starred on the cover new Nollywood movie Forbidden Assurance. I love Nigerians, and especially those creative guys, how they can create. So right now there's a poster of a movie titled Forbidden Assurance, featuring Davido, featuring Chioma, featuring Juliet Ibrahim and Charles Okocha. You go to back. So if all these people are there, Jesus is definitely Lord. So there's a graphic designer who just released this particular artwork, and I found it interesting because it's something like forbidden assurance. How can an assurance be forbidden? So there is an assurance there, but this particular assurance is forbidden. Well, the love between Chioma and Davido, we know is definitely not a forbidden assurance. Maybe it's forbidden for the eyes of the public, those who would want to come to Davido, those who would want to go to Chioma. That assurance is indeed forbidden. So Davido and Chioma starred on the cover new Nollywood movie Forbidden Assurance. Another hilarious photo from a Nigerian designer. Away from that, let's talk something very, 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 very interesting, and that's the fact that our own award-winning actress Messi Johnson is back to work. Remember, I brought a report of the passing of her mother at the funeral. Her husband later, not too long, came out to say that she's yet to get through that process of, you know, missing her mom. Well, the great news now is actress Messi Johnson finally returns back to work after her mother's death. So she's gradually getting back into shape and she's working now. So for those of you who are fans all around the world of Messi Johnson thinking that she's so down right now, I think there's something to smile about, and that's the fact that you should be expecting something new from the camp of Messi Johnson, because she's back to work doing what she does best, put a smile on our faces. So yes, Messi Johnson is back to work, and we wish her all the very, very, very best. Well, those are the major stories we have coming from Ghana and Nigeria. Log on to our website www.vnationtv.com for more trending stories. We'll be right back.
My country people, how on a day or Saturday don't reach for another bunga mock news on. I know the way they do am. Federal government don't provoke follow people where they said codeine. Say everybody now for not. Now so that they drink up hule. They swallow codeine. They know they put the miss again. Everybody now they drink up waka like the bottle.
You hear the song itself because say Buhari na a friend now. You just come here. You only hear no one apology.
One of our honorable, they call Ahmed. Say, yeah, you, where they do face like cockroach, so you are welcome. I just pay you for this way you do. I like your
your Gorima Pasha. Guy, Gorima Pasha, not be your. Even the guy wey dey back, whether na the DSS or na SS or na wanting, the guy confused. If you say the guy don't meant to, he call the spy. He call dey do hair like this. He call the spy.
Mock News, showing only on VNTV every Saturday at 14 GMT.
Righty, welcome back. This is VN News and we are still coming to you from our studios here in Accra, Ghana. We are accessible on www.vntv.com. Follow us on our various social media handles and let's get interactive. Just gone by a couple of stories from Ghana and Nigeria, but when you log on to our website you get more details of all those stories, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel to get a repost of this news bulletin. Let's move straight to the international front, where Kendrick Lamar drafted by his huge bodyguard. Now there's a picture trending on social media right now, and that's the fact that Kendrick Lamar have this huge, I think ×2 of his size, huge bodyguard, and they were walking on the streets in his current tour, and the guy seems to have drafted him, because when Kendrick Lamar is standing behind the so-called bodyguard, when you see the difference, oh boy. So fans have took to social media to just comment and laugh over the picture that you're seeing right now, and that's the fact that Kendrick Lamar's bodyguard drafted him, because that is indeed a height intimidation. I would not in my lifetime want to stand with somebody like that. He will just look like a child before his feet. Now, away from that story, 3 arrested over Drake's In My Feelings dance challenge. So apparently there's a latest and trending challenge right now, and that's a dance challenge by Drake called In My Feelings, where people driving cars, you know, a driver will be in his car, all right, and he step out of the car. Whilst the car is still moving, the person will step out of the car and just be dancing alongside the Drake song and all that. In as much as there's been reports of people will be arrested and warnings reports, but still people are still doing it. 3 famous social media users in Abu Dhabi have received an arrest warrant for taking part in a viral dance challenge based on Drake's hit song In My Feelings. Now, as part of the Kiki dance challenge, people get out of a slowly moving car and leave the door open as they dance alongside in sync with the music. Now, the public prosecutor's office did not reveal the names of the 2 people ordered detained. Now, according to the statement, the detainees will be investigated on charges of endangering their lives and the lives of others, and violating public morals using social networking sites to promote practices that are incompatible with the values of the traditions of the society. So interestingly, this video came out and Drake did it, and there was no report on Drake, you know, criminal report on it or sort of that. Well, at the end of the day, the Abu Dhabi officers are not taking this lightly, with 3 social media stars who have went on their social media platform to post they doing that challenge. Well, at the end of the day, yes, they're endangering their life and endangering the life of people, because if something negative happened already, someone has, there's been a negative report on that, you know, someone crashing whilst performing in that act. So as it stands, those 3 are going to be facing the law. I think there are some challenges you don't pick up. You see it and you just allow it to be there. When you watch it on TV and say, wow, nice stunt, don't try it at home. Yes, for those of you who want to try it at home, prepare for the persecution. Away from that one, let's move straight to our final international front, where Kylie Jenner overtakes Kim Kardashian to top Instagram reach list. So reality star Kylie Jenner has topped Instagram 2018 reach list, overtaking her big sister Kim Kardashian to claim the #1 spot. Now, the 20-year-old beauty mogul and mother of 1 also surpassed a number of other A-lists, including singer Selena Gomez, who claimed her place at the top of the list last year. Now, the list compiled by Hooper HQ was created through data collection, including follow count, average engagement, and frequency of posts. Onto the list, the almost billionaire Kylie Jenner cost per post is $1 million, and with Gomez shortly behind her with $800,000, while footballer Cristiano Ronaldo landed himself in 3rd place with $750,000. So this year, middle of this year indeed, has been for Kylie Jenner. We wish her all the very, very, very best. Well, those are the major stories we have coming from Ghana, Nigeria, and on the international front. We'll go for a short commercial break. When we come back, God will be bringing to you sports.
F means first, F means favorite, and F means Fulcrum. If you love sports, then look no further. home no extra, because Focus Sports will make you addicted to the game. I will be your master cook, serving you a wonderful dose of football, basketball, volleyball, cricket. Elkie mentioned them. It's live here on VNTV. Focus Sports comes your way this and every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. That notwithstanding, on Monday I'll bring you the super mega special edition of Focus Sports here live from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. bringing you the very latest of headlines making waves in Ghana, Nigeria, West Africa, Africa, and the world in entirety. You can also contribute to the success of the show with your messages via WhatsApp, Instagram, any social media handle. Just mention it. It's live here on VNTV. My name is Godwin Niamategu, and I'm the host for Focus Sports. Focus Sports, the powerhouse of excellence, and welcome back from that set of commercial break. My name is Godwin Niamategu, and I'm here to present to you quite an avalanche of sports news. You were here with Kelvin, and he gave you quite a number of very good entertainment stories. It's time for sports with me, Godwin Niamategu. Straight away, without much ado, let's delve into the world of sporting activities. And then FIFA yesterday revealed the shortlisted candidates for 4 of the individual trophies which will be presented at the FIFA Best Awards ceremony in London on September 24 in 2018. This year, the announcement comes fresh following a spectacular 2018 FIFA World Cup tournament where football's finest showcased their immense passion and unrivaled skill across Russia in the race to be crowned the best. The candidates in each of the following 4 candidates have been named, and let me run you through the list of candidates as follows. The best FIFA men's player starts as follows. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos, a very commandant. Of course, he's supposed to be here. Undoubtedly, he's the defending champion over him. Kevin De Bruyne, after having an excellent and wonderful season with Manchester City, makes up the list. Antoine Griezmann with Juan Grizzy is here after scoring 4 goals for the French national team and also leading Atletico Madrid to the Europa League title. Now, Michael Hazard Pele makes the list over here after assisting Belgium to the championship in terms of getting the 3rd spot in Russia just last month, not forgetting assisting Chelsea to win the FA Cup last season. Harry Edward Kane scoring quite an avalanche of goals, or quite a plethora of goals, makes the list as well. Not forgetting Kylian Mbappe Lotin, the young sensation, absolutely phenomenal, scoring 4 goals and also becoming the youngest teenager to score after Pele in terms of the finals of the World Cup, after he assisted France to defeat Croatia by 4 goals to 2. Not forgetting Lionel Andres Messi, Cochitini, La Pulga, Tomica, and Nanu El Distinto was able to make up the list. 45 goals last season, helping Barcelona to a league and cup double. Absolutely phenomenal player if you'd ask me. Now look at Modric, a sensation to watch. It's just a delight to watch anytime he's on the football. He plays for Croatian national team. Not forgetting Roma CF. He assisted them in winning 3 titles on the trot in terms of the UEFA Champions League. There is also the African magician cast in the mode of Mohamed Salah Ghali, scoring 44 goals in his debut season for Liverpool Football Club. And to round up the nominees for the best FIFA player award in terms of the men's category, you have Rafael Varane, who makes up the list. Now away from that and talking about the women's player of the year, or the best women's player, you have Lucy Bronze, who plays for Olympique Lyonnais. Penel Ada, who also plays for VfL Wolfsburg. Ada Egerberg plays for the Norwegian national team and also Olympique Lyonnais. Amandine Henry plays for Lyonnais Olympique. Not forgetting Samantha Kerr, who plays for the Australian national team as well. Saki Kumagai makes up the list over here, plays for the Olympique Lyonnais club team and also for the Japanese national team. Away from that, Jennifer Marozan plays for the German national team and also Olympique Lyonnais. So quite a number of Olympique Lyonnais players are fixed in this list. Mata, the Brazilian international, at one point in time it looked as if it was the dominant factor in terms of winning the women's best player, but this time around it makes up the list. Maybe he can win it over them. Not forgetting Megan Rapinoe, the American international. To run it off, you have Wendy Renard from the French national team and also Olympique Lyonnais. Let's move to the brains behind the victories and also the wins in football. I'm talking or making reference to coaches as well. Now, Massimiliano Allegri makes up this year's list, just as last year he is the head coach of Juventus FC. Stanislav Cherchesov, after assisting the Russian national team on unfancied Russian national team to the quarterfinals of the World Cup in terms of defeating the Spanish national team is quite a huge monumental feat from my point of perspective. So clearly deserves to be in that particular category. There is also Zlatko Dalic, who assisted the Croatian national team to their first time ever in the FIFA World Cup finals. Absolutely a wonderful job he did over there, although you could argue that he didn't really defeat quite a number of teams, but per what he did at Russia, you would definitely see him in this category. There is also Didier Deschamps, absolutely a wonderful coach if you would ask me from my point of perspective, because he follows suit of the likes of Mario Zagallo and also Franz Beckenbauer to become the third person to have won the World Cup as a player and also as a coach. Jurgen Klopp makes up the list over here. Pep Guardiola after assisting Manchester City to a groundbreaking record over there in the English Premier League. Absolutely a wonderful tactician if you would ask me. There's also Roberto Martinez, who coaches the Belgian national. He has a Spanish descent. Now there's also Diego Pablo Simeone El Cholo. He assisted Athletic Madrid in terms of winning the Europa League and also finished ahead of Real Madrid in the league standings of the Spanish Liga Santander. There is Gareth Southgate and Ernesto Valverde, who won the league and cup double for FC Barcelona in his debut season. And then there's Zinedine Zidane, last season's winner of the FIFA Best Coach Award. Now let's move to the women's category, and then Emma Hayes, who coaches Chelsea ladies, is in here. There is Stefan Lech for VfL Wolfsburg, Mark Parsons for Portland Thorns, and also there is Reinhard Pedros, my favorite to win this year's award. There is Alan Stasic, who coaches the Australian national team. Asako Takakura from Japan is over here and makes the list. There's also Vadao, the Brazilian, who coaches the Brazilian national team. There's Oge Vilda from the Spanish national team. There's Martina Vos Tecklenburg, also handles the Swiss national team. The last not least is Sarina Wigman, who coaches the Dutch national team, and making special reference to the Netherlands national team. He is the last year's winner of this year's category and making reference to the best women's coach of the year. Now winners of the above four categories will be chosen by a process involving stakeholders from across the world of football, including players, coaches, fans, and the media. Now let me give you how it is divided, the percentages in terms of how it will be rated in terms of the results. Now the captains of all national teams decide on 25% of the results. The head coaches also have that same amount of percentage, that's 25%. The public fan ballot on FIFA.com decides 25% on who wins this year's award. Not forgetting a group of around 200 members of the international media decides on 25% of the total results. Now if you are not aware, the public voting was open yesterday and I casted my vote. I don't really know about you. You are supposed to go out there and cast your vote for maybe Ronaldo, Messi. Who do you think deserves to win the best award? Your guess is as good as mine. Away from that, and let's focus on the collective. We are making reference to the special tournament cast in the mode of the UEFA Champions League, the most exciting club competition, most competitive club competition in the world. That's the UEFA Champions League, and it has not started yet. We are in the qualification process of those teams that are unable to qualify automatically. The likes of Roma, Manchester United, Manchester City have already booked their spot in the group stage. We are waiting for the other teams that failed to get the automatic spot. Now let's look at the round of results that took place yesterday. FC Astana, they defeated FC Midtjylland by 2-1. CFR Cluj sat at home and lost by a goal to Malmo FF. PAOK Thessaloniki were able to beat FC Basel by 2-1. Dynamo Zagreb, they humiliated, destroyed, and then languished Apoel Beersheva by 5-0. Now Shkendia, they defeated Sheriff Tiraspol by a 1-0. FK Crvena Zvezda, they humiliated Suduva by 3-0. Legia Warsaw, they sat at home and lost to Teneva by 2-0. Now today's fixtures is as follows. At 5 p.m. you'll be having Bate Borisov against HJK from Finland. At that same 5 p.m. you'll be having Kukeski, will be playing against Karabakh FK from Azerbaijan. Ludogorets Razgrad will be blocking us against MOL VD. Ajax against Sturm Graz, and not forgetting Celtic versus Rosenborg at exactly 6:45 p.m. Now away from the UEFA Champions League but still on the collective bar, we are focusing on the preseason this time around. The ICC Championship is still ongoing. You will be very much aware that it started on Saturday, where the likes of Manchester City played against Dortmund, and Dortmund were able to beat Manchester City by a goal to the bar. Today at 11 p.m. Juventus will be playing against Bayern Munich. Although Juventus they have signed Ronaldo, but Ronaldo will not be participating this year. So if you are expecting Ronaldo to play against Bayern Munich, that is quite an unfortunate thing, because he won't be participating. He has been given an extended holiday because of his participation in the World Cup. And then Bayern Munich will be coming into this game with a lot of confidence, knowing very well that they were able to defeat quite a number of teams that they met over there. They have defeated Paris Saint-Germain already. Now, also in the early hours of Thursday, that you'll be having Dortmund playing against FC Benfica. Manchester City will have a chance to flex their muscle against the free-spending Liverpool Football Club. Now, for the good news of Liverpool fans is that you have Mohamed Salah Ghali featuring in this game. Sadio Mane, the speed merchant, will be part of this game, and all the signings of the Liverpool Football Club will be participating in this game, with the exception of Alisson Ramsey's Becker, who has been given an extended holiday period. Now, AS Roma against Tottenham Hotspur is also in here, and then AC Milan against Manchester United. Now, in some previous years ago, you'll be having AC Milan and Manchester United being the top liner of any week at all, but it's quite unfortunate that the dwindling fortunes of AC Milan has made sure that this match is no match. It's no more or less like an easy peasy, a Great C game, if you'd ask me, because Manchester United themselves are not looking pretty at all under Jose Mario dos Santos, Felix Moreno. Now let's move to Spain, and the Liga Santander fixtures has been released, and then let me give you a dose of what we are going to expect in the 2018-2019 season. The Liga Santander's two biggest clubs will meet on match day 10. I'm making reference to Real Madrid CF and FC Barcelona, and 26 match day 10 and match day 26 of 2018-2019 league season, with the champions starting the season against Deportivo Alaves. The first La Liga Clásico between Barcelona and Real Madrid since the sale of Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro El Comandante will be played on October 28th. The fixture list for the 2018-2019 season has been released, with Barcelona due to host Real Madrid CF on match day 10, while the return game is to be played at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu on match 3. Ernesto Valverde's men start their title campaign at home against Deportivo Alaves at the Camp Nou on August 19, while Real Madrid CF hosts Getafe CF, with Valencia playing against Atletico Madrid in the peak of the opening round. The last weekend of the season set for May 19 sees Barcelona at Eibar and Madrid welcoming Real Betis to the capital, while Atletico Madrid are away to Levante. Now, in this last story, I don't know how you are going to feel about it when you lose your girlfriend to maybe a huge competitor or maybe a competitive person. That's the same thing. This news actually reminds me of Captain Planet's Obia Jiwugel. That is what Barcelona did to AS Roma as they took away Malcom from AS Roma. Now, Barcelona have sought to sign Brazilian forward Malcom on a 5-year deal from Girondin Bordeaux for an initial 41 million euros, or better still 36.45 million pounds sterling, in a surprise move after AS Roma had struck a deal with the French club. The 21-year-old was set to join the Italians this week after AS Roma on Monday said they had reached agreement with Bordeaux for the player, but media reports in the Spanish media and Italy said Barca's 11th hour offer had changed Malcom's mind. He did not take a flight scheduled for Rome on Monday evening, having been due for a medical in the Italian capital. Malcom joined Bordeaux from Brazilian side Corinthians in January 2016 and scored 23 goals in 96 games for the club FC Girondin de Bordeaux. On that note, I need to bounce out of the studios of VNTV. My name is Godwin Ni Amatego. The act of being a good guest is knowing when to say goodbye.
Right, you welcome back. So that was Focus Sports, brought to you by Godwin. Don't forget to follow us on our various social media handles, and let's get interactive. Before I let you go, let me give you a recap of our major stories. Ghanaian South African singer ADINA reveals she did not write her hit songs. SHATTA WALE trolled over his unmarried status. Davido and Chioma stunned on the cover of new Nollywood movie Forbidden Assurance. Domestic and sexual violence team reacts to FALZ'S sexual violence video. Nollywood producer calls out Angela Okori on Instagram, saying she's a cat and nail actress. And on the international front, Kylie Jenner overtakes Kim Kardashian to top Instagram reach list. Finally, 3 arrested over Drake's In My Feelings dance challenge video. Details of all the stories and sports we brought to you earlier on today's bulletin. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for you to get a repost of this news bulletin and every other program we have right on VNTV, the powerhouse of entertainment. Once again, my name is Kelvin FNK.